Alright, welcome back to the Pink Boys Racing Carguments podcast.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be discussing our perfect $100,000 garage. We set ourselves with a limit of $100,000, scoured eBay, Craigslist, things of the like. Decided to try to build a garage for $100,000. The rules are you have to be actually able to find the car for sale and use that price.
It has to be live now.
Yeah, live now at the time we filmed this. And then, what were other rules?
It couldn't be over $100,000.
Yeah, over $100,000.
And you had to do the buy it now price. You
Yeah.
had to do the reserve price or whatever. So for my first car, I did a 1994 turbo Mazda Miata.
Of course you did.
$7,000 was put up for sale at the beginning of this month. Still for sale. It's black. I would prefer a earlier 90s one, but it's what I could find.
Yeah, because 94 is such a late 90s car.
Yeah, and I don't like the dash and stuff on it, so that would be my first car. That would just be like cruising car, like autocross car or track day car or whatever. My family car would be a 2007 BMW M5 V10 wagon manual.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That would be my family everyday car. That is.
Oh, that was another thing another rule we discussed is these are the only cars you get to keep for life.
Yeah. So it's on sale for $15,500. It's a gray. It's a V10. So it is like one of my favorite cars ever. Would be a perfect.
Hey family, you want to go to the gas station?
In my V10. So my third car would be a 2016 Ford Fiesta ST, manual in orange. That's what I like
Is it Tangerine Scream?
Yes, it is.
Fantastic.
Yep. On brand new, $21,000. So that's that. It would just be like another fun car. My next car would be a 2016 ND MX-5. With brand new one. I would get the club manual version, the most expensive, at $28,000.
Wow. Why would you get another one?
Yeah. You gotta have old and new. So that would be my fourth car, I believe. Yep. My next car would be my race car for like designated track days, just stuff like that. It is an FST Formula First race car, SCCA regulated.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah. So just like a little one-seater like Formula car.
Yeah, they're run by a 600cc motorcycle engine.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them ripping around at autocrosses.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's on sale for $82,000 or $82.
The funny thing about those is most of the people who drive them, it's normally built by a college.
Yeah.
Most of the people who drive them are engineers, not drivers.
Yeah, it's on sale for $8,200 on eBay right now. So that'd
Really?
be.
That's not bad.
And it comes with an extra body, 2 sets of tires, just a couple other stuff. So not bad. My next thing would be a car trailer for the race car, because you need a car trailer for your race car.
I didn't think about that. I just kind of assumed I could drive all my shit everywhere.
So, and I'd use my
I was
V10 BM for my tow car, because that's badass.
I'm under the impression that I would be keeping my stuff race car but street legal, so I could drive it to and from the track.
This is not street.
That's
legal.
not
I
exactly
know that.
street legal. That's a tow car with a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. So my next car would be my current girlfriend's car. If we were to go farther on, it would be a 2010 Nissan 370Z. I like it.
You listen to him. He's got $100,000 to spend for his garage.
He buys his girlfriend.
Finds
car.
his girlfriend something. I don't know if that's charming or sickening.
It's on sale on eBay right now for $17,000.
My girlfriend makes her own money. She can buy her own cars.
Right?
So.
I mean, if I had one.
So yeah, I mean nothing really special about that. She just really likes them, so that'd be it.
370s are nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Next one. So my next car would be a 1995 GMC Sierra 1500 extended cab.
That was one of my
choice.
favorite trucks, and that was what I wanted to be my first car.
Yeah, just
I love
like
those
a
trucks.
just a beater car, winter
you
car.
know we have an 01 outside.
Yeah. Yeah, just like something to tow if I don't want to use my V10.
Is that all of them?
No,
Okay.
it's oh yeah, it is. That's all of them, I guess. So yeah, that's mine. So
Why don't you go ahead with yours?
All right, I picked a relatively I don't know how to say GM-based group.
America,
Fuck
yeah, come to save
So-
the motherfucking day. Yeah.
Lately, I've been into C4 Corvettes. I just love that body style. However, I'd be LS swapping it. That'd be a future plan for it. So I picked a 1996 Corvette Grand Sport. $9,000, not bad. It's manual, red, pretty. Be just something. Be like the weekend hot rod.
I just thought of another thing I could add to my list.
So then I was like, well, then I need the race car. And I grew up with a 2004 Z06. So I figured, well, that would make a perfect race car. So I went out and found myself a 2004 Z06.
So far you have 2 red Corvettes.
Two red Corvettes. And then I'm like, well, what am I going to daily drive? Well, I need something to daily drive. So I went out and got a CTSV wagon. 2014. I was like, yep. Need something to go to the store, get the groceries, and still haul the mail.
Haul the mail? Time to go up and down the driveway. Right there.
And so then, being it was my first car, I figured I had to go get another one. And I got a 1998 WS6 Pontiac Firebird.
I was thinking about adding my first car to my list, but I decided against it.
Yeah. I love those cars, and I figured, I'm gonna need one. I want one.
I could probably save up enough money for another 98 Explorer in like a
Right.
weekend.
we'll cut this out a sec. Make sure you're talking to the camera too sometimes because these people are watching,
Yeah.
so we're kind of talking to them.
Alright, and then I figured, I'm gonna need something to tow everything around with. So for towing, got a 2005 2500 HD diesel.
Going
Diesel
with the
for
truck.
the halfway decent gas mileage.
Yeah.
Figures, it'd work, get the job done, and have plenty of torque to tow everything. And then for my favorite car, well, it's not my favorite, but
It's kind of hard to pick a favorite.
well, it's not. It is my favorite. It's just not the right year. My favorite is a 1993 Fox Body,
Mm-hmm.
LX hatch, 5-speed manual, 5.0. However, I couldn't find one right now, so I settled with
That's funny. I didn't know GM made the Fox Body Mustang.
It didn't. It's funny. Everything else but the Fox Body, everything else is GM. But so this one is a 1990 Fox Body Mustang SVT Cobra clone because they didn't. It's just a clone.
Yeah, because the SVT Cobras didn't come out till later in the Fox Body.
I don't know. It's funny.
That's what I thought.
Fox Bodies are my favorite car, but I can only picture a 93 Cobra. That's the only Cobra I can picture. But they 1990, clone, so 5-speed manual, 5.0. Figured that'd be good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your list?
That is the end of my list. I only had 7 cars.
My list is about to go by like that. I picked kind of an expensive list. So my first pick, this is just kind of my current dream car at the moment. Well, not necessarily dream car, affordable dream car, I'd
Yeah.
say.
That's one thing I like about these. Is these are all reasonable. I can definitely see myself having a pole barn full of all these vehicles, and I would be content.
Before I get blah blah blah, reliability, blah blah blah, you blow an Apex seal. $13,000, 93 RX-7 R1.
R1.
That's just one of the designations.
Okay.
But twin turbo, twin rotor. Buddy has 2 of them. It's like and every time I'm over at his place, I just sit in his garage and stare. I know the power plant isn't the most reliable
Well, that's
thing
why I
in the
like this
world.
one.
Because it has an LS in it. But just down to the way it looks, to me they're one of the best looking cars
They do
out
look
there.
really good.
Their
Yeah.
lines flow so nicely. They just they're nice. I like them. Plus, I like the idea of rotary. I haven't owned one yet. I've driven a couple. They're cool. I just like the potential to rev and rev and rev and rev. You know, so that's a bucket list item for me, is owning something rotary. My next thing, I figure I got something Japanese. Get something American too. 2008 Dodge Viper.
There you go.
$55,000. Red with white racing stripes.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
That's pretty, actually. I like
My
it.
only downside to this one is it's not it's not one of the earlier convertibles. I like the fact that the older ones were roadsters. I don't know particularly if they made a roadster.
Made convertibles, but other than that, they didn't really make anything with like a removable top or anything.
Yeah, I don't know if they.
Everything else is hard top besides the first.
This one's a hard top, which honestly is
Except for
okay
convertibles.
because I'll eventually roll it and the roof will at least keep me alive for a couple seconds longer.
Right. Don't get crushed instantly.
So there's like more than half my budget right there. So it's two cars. So I figured I better get something practical. I have something Japanese, something American. Might as well go European. Figure my my daily / family car. If I ever have a family and don't spend all my money on cars. 2006 BMW M5 4-door sedan.
Okay.
I believe they were the V8s by then. They were no longer the V10s.
No, because mine's a 2007.
Oh, you're right.
So it's probably a V10.
Well, there you go. I have a V10 too. That's why I was kind of bummed when you said you got that. Like, damn, you beat me to it. 22.9. I figure it's a really nice blue. Car looks clean.
Yeah, it does. I like that.
But I figured something fun. M5 has always been renowned for being an amazing car.
Yeah.
And then, my current car is close to my heart. I figured it'd be a great thing to add to my list. Something to screw around in, autocross, track day, blah, 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 blah. Continue my endless build on it. So I added my 99 Miata into my list as well, which I picked up for about $6,000.
Okay. The question is, are those all the cars that you think you'd be content with and actually see yourself?
Absolutely not. I would drive each one for like a week and go, well, not one like that. I want a different one.
I could see myself with the pole barn and have all that line up, and I don't think I would actually want to. I mean, I'd want to own other things, but I think for the most part, if that's what I was left with, I think I'd be more than content.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be more than content.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with mine, you got the M5, which is like supercar beating power V10.
Yeah.
And then you got the track day, you got the race car, you have cruisers
Plus, we were excluding future mods too. So like any one of these cars, we can modify in any way we want.
Well, yeah, like that's why the C5Z. That's gonna be my race car basically.
Yeah.
It's gonna be barely street legal. As
barely legal.
Yeah. It's gonna be all, she's 18, officer. I promise.
It's interesting that we all kind of took the same route too. Like we didn't just go we just didn't buy one $100,000 car.
Yeah.
We all kind of got 5, 6, 7.
Well, I kind of realized I was already falling into a hole when I had two-seater cars and like, God, I hope I don't have friends in the future. Apparently.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess, but when I think about it, though, having 7 cars like I picked out, you're not gonna actually drive each one of those every day. You know what I mean? You probably have a car that sits there for a month at a time before you ever drive it again.
Absolutely not.
Especially being.
I would never let my car sit for a month at a time.
But I mean, I have 7 of them. I'd be like, well, I'm driving to and from, so I'm sitting
one
there.
car for one day a week.
But I'm not gonna want to drive the C5Z, being a full-blown race car at the time. Whenever I get it done, basically, with freaking no interior and roll cage. I'm not gonna want to drive that in the street all the time.
Why not?
Just one day a week.
I would probably drive it out to Sonic and stuff, but not.
Driving to work.
I would probably do that every once in a while, but it wouldn't be one of those cars. I think I'd be too enwrapped with the whole CTSV whack and.
It'd be too flashy too. Like that would be.
That's the other thing.
It would draw a lot of attention.
But then again, so would a CTSV wagon with.
So would a bright red RX-7, or a bright red with white racing stripes Viper. I didn't exactly think this through.
I would have loved to put a Porsche Cayman GT4, the new one, but that's like an $84,000 car.
Expensive.
But they're beautiful and they fit me. They're like the lower end flashy Porsche. You're not like, that's why I like Porsches, because they're understated.
That's the thing I don't like about them. They're just a flat Beetle.
I guess that's where I'm at in the supercar is, I mean, they're not supercars, but I'm an Aston Martin Porsche kind of guy because they're the whole subtlety.
Aston
If
Martin's
you're calling an
not-
Aston Martin,
yeah,
so
Aston Martin's
But
are
they are.
not subtle.
No, but they are compared to a Lamborghini,
Okay,
a Ferrari, you know, all those, the McLarens, around the same price point. The Aston Martin is more of the basic, subtle businessman, sophisticated. I have a tie and possibly a stick up my ass.
Let me just hop in my 177 and go to my business meeting.
I wasn't thinking
or
something
my
like
Aston
that.
Martin Vulcan. Hold on, let me park it.
I was thinking more of a DB9, a DB9,
I like the
DB7,
DB9s.
something just a Vantage.
Fun fact: John's door handles on his Miata, same door handles on the DB7s.
Really?
Yeah. How weird is that?
That is kind of interesting.
Spring's probably broken on those.
There's some guy who spent $100,000 on his car a long time ago. Going, what the fuck? The door handles going.
So, you know, that was a pretty good list there. I mean, I think we got through that.
Yeah, that was a fun little experiment. If I remade the list, would I do it differently? Possibly.
I don't think I would. I think
yeah.
the cars that I would like to switch and have in there, I wouldn't be able to afford the rest of my broadened horizon, I guess.
Yeah.
Broadened
See,
horizon.
to me,
means
there's a
like-
lot more out there than affordable.
I like
Oh,
to
yeah.
look at.
But
When we were looking through these, I went, I wonder if there's a Pagani. No, there's not. But as you were saying with like understated supercars, when I think of supercars, I take the Jeremy Clarkson approach. I want to have guns and lasers.
no, I like being able to cruise around. I don't like drawing attention to myself. I don't like being the guy that, oh look, a Lamborghini. Oh look, the Ferrari. Like we were like tonight, where the guy with the Ferrari showed up and crowded around it and was like, well, yeah, but I want to be the guy that can just park in the back and nobody really knows what's going on, and I can just enjoy my car. I don't have to worry about people going everywhere I go, because I just feel like that's just unwanted attention for me.
I suppose you're right.
I mean, would it be nice to be able to go down the road and have everybody go, oh, but it's like,
Absolutely. I get that with my Miata, so it's not like you need much.
I
to
get that too in the cop car,
But they're going, fuck.
That's why I love that thing. It's because it's the. I found myself getting annoyed with people when they don't slow down for me when I'm in other cars. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
You
so
want to
used-
look like a cop.
No, I don't. It's not that I want to look like the cop, but I'm so used to people not speeding past me, not hogging the road, that when I'm in other cars, I'm like, all of a sudden, next thing you know, somebody's going 90 down the highway and goes by me. I'm like, whoa.
What a
And then
dick.
I'm used to being in a cop car where they're like, they won't do that. It's just, it's the intimidation.
Might be a
factor.
cop,
Yeah,
and then they
you
pull
never
up and
know.
see your pasty face going, hi.
The big wheels, the spoiler, and the stickers should say, not a cop,
Mhm.
but I guess it's not that.
Maybe you're the cop's cool kid.
Right. I just modded it for him.
I use the term cool loosely.
I know, I'm not cool.
Anyways, I would say that's a successful cast.
I think that worked pretty well. So, thank you for joining us. Hope to see you next time, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Oh, itchy balls.
Edit out the part about the kid. That was awkward.